Hello everyone, Hamster Sales here with another Starcraft commentary. Today we're going to be seeing a Zerg versus Terran on Metalopolis in cross position. So we'll have a lot of opportunity for a macro, hopefully, for an exciting game. Terran versus Zerg is my favorite matchup. Historically one of my favorite matchups to watch too. Well, you know what, since there's only 9 matchups, I really should make a little more definitive statement. It is my favorite matchup. Zerg versus Terran. This is how I feel this game's meant to be played. Starship Trooper style. A lot of other people tell you this is heavily Warhammer influenced, this game. But the world is just right when Terran are trying to shoot up the bug like Zerg. I just feel like that's the way the world should be. So I scout the wrong way here. Nothing special about that. Just some boring early game stuff. What I want to keep an eye out in this game for is mistakes that both myself and my opponent might make. Been thinking a lot lately about how Starcraft really just comes down to the number of mistakes you make. In a league like this, in Platinum, you can get away with a lot of mistakes and still win a game. But if you want to get better, if you want to advance leagues, you really want to cut down on the number of mistakes you make throughout a game. So I can't see any mistakes I'm making yet. As I showed in my bunker rush video, I sometimes make mistakes this early, not sending the Overlord out to give vision over my expansion while I'm expanding. He is scouting counterclockwise or clockwise here. He's going to find my base next, of course. Yeah, he's going 2 racks here. Very standard opening from Terran. It's traditionally considered an aggressive build. If you scout this as Zerg, you want to be at least ready for aggression. But the Terran can expand out of this pretty easily as well. Sometimes Terran players just feel more comfortable expanding out of a 2 barracks opening instead of barracks factory or the numerous other openings available to them. So in this one I've gone 15 hatch, probably 16 pool was what I end up doing. On 18 out of 18 supply now. Nothing special going on at this point in the game. Still sitting on 2 racks for our Terran player. Let's pay a little more attention to my opponent this game. I tend to spend a lot of time lingering on my base, I think. So he's going for a 3rd barracks, getting a marine count. If I had done any type of scouting at this point, that's possibly mistake number 1. I've done 0 scouting so far. I would notice he's massing a little marine force here. Would want to be prepared for some aggression. I generally throw down a spine crawler by default though. Spine crawlers are extremely effective. Generally just effective defense, but also cost effective defense. You're spending 1 drone or 1 larva to create a very powerful static defensive structure. One with 2 armor that does a lot of damage. I forget exactly how much damage it does. Does a little bit of bonus against armored. So he's claimed the 1 watchtower with an SCV. I'm trying to grab both with Zerglings. Gonna chase this guy off here or maybe kill him. Yeah, on hold position. Hold position was the order that sealed his fate. I like what he's doing here, creating a supply depot on the very edge of his base. Kind of like how Zerg players like to have overlords hanging out at the edge of theirs, like I'm doing here. So I'm at least getting some vision of the middle right now. That's a form of scouting, I guess. I believe I was sending that guy over to his front wrap to do some actual scouting. Gonna lose my Zergling on the tower. I've seen more Terran doing this lately. I don't know if I agree with it. Sending out 2 Marines to the watchtower, obviously gonna prevent you from keeping 1 on there. But what it does allow you to do is get a group of Zerglings and head over there and massacre them. Without the protection of their bunkers or walled off structures, they are not going to last long against almost any number of Zerglings. Equal cost minerals, I can send 4 Zerglings to kill his 2 Marines, maybe lose 1 or 2 Zerglings. And you're going to see that here. First Zergling down, first Marine down, lose 2 Zerglings to kill both Marines. Zerglings and versus Marines in really low numbers, Zerglings always going to be far more cost effective. In general, going to be more cost effective if you can get a surround on Marines. So he's really liking his watchtower play this game. He's going to send 8 Marines out. Yep, 8 Marines to kill my 2 Zerglings. So he really doesn't want me having any vision. That might tell me that he's pushing out if I'm thinking that hard at this point. Not getting any additional defense really, am I? Oh no, I'm building 26 Zerglings. Cancel that. So that move to the watchtower did make me think he could potentially be moving out. I guess I like this play for me. You don't want to be caught with your pants down as he's going to be marching towards your base, so perhaps a little bit of an overreaction, 26 Zerglings. Let's check out the harvester count. I'm only ahead by 2 at this point. I don't really like that, and that's almost entirely based on his push out. He's already damaged me economically without firing a single shot besides at my scouting Zerglings. Instead of getting a much more robust economy, I've had to devote a lot of larvae to speedlings. I am prepared for an assault, but I'm still not droning up. Okay, just now getting 3 more drones. Which won't even really pull me even with him. Oh no, he's not constantly pumping SCVs at this point, but I've taken a very slight lead, 31 to 26. As Zerg, you always want to be well ahead of Terran in drones at this point, at the 9-minute mark. A time when you should be thinking about your 3rd base at least. And I'm not even really doing that right now. But I should feel comfortable getting my 3rd base. I produced a pretty large army. I should be doing something with it, at least using it to help secure a 3rd. Should maybe be spreading creep a little more proactively. Certainly should be, but I can't expect too much from us platinum players, you know? We're just people. We're just normal people. Our APM is well below 300. Yeah, check that out. 63 to 42, just really wailing on our keyboards there. Can't expect too much of yourself at this level. Obviously believe in yourself, try as hard as you can, but don't be too hard on yourself when you see discouraging things like low creep spread when you're checking out your replays. You can't really get too down on yourself. You're just hopefully if you're like me, you're just a guy who enjoys the game, plays it when he can, when you can, and you don't lose sleep over it.